जय श्री माता जी। हम सभी श्री माता जी को वंदन करके सामूहिकता में बंधन लेंगे। We will all bow down to Shri Mata Ji and take bandhan collectively. तीन महामंत्र और उसके पश्चात श्री गणेश मंत्र। अभी अपना बायां हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर और दायां हाथ धरती माँ पे। We will keep our left hand towards Shri Mata Ji and right hand on Mother Earth. श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी कृपया करके आप हमारे बाई नाड़ी को साफ कर दीजिए। We will pray to Shri Mataji that Shri Mataji, please cleanse our left channel. अभी अपना राइट हैंड, अपना दायां हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर और बायां हाथ आकाश तत्व की ओर। We'll now keep our right hand towards Shri Mataji and left hand towards ether. श्री माताजी, कृपया करके आप हमारी दाई नाड़ी को साफ कर दीजिए। श्री माताजी, please cleanse our right channel. अपना दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर करेंगे। We'll keep our both hands towards श्री माता जी। श्री माता जी, कृपया करके आप हमें निर्विचारिता प्रदान करें। श्री माता जी, please establish thoughtless awareness within us. इसी अवस्था में हम श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी सुनेंगे. We will listen to Shri Mataji's Amritvani in this peaceful state.
Could we try talking with the microphone off?
You will be better off, you think?
Yeah,
I was feeling that.
Trouble here, and I don't know if anyone else.
It's not a good one, is it?
Can everybody hear it now?
Can you hear me better?
Yes.
Oh, it's good.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I was saying. So, if there is any question, you can ask. Yes?
I'm interested. There are many people who come with offering some realization. I was wondering, you had a unique experience, which I would like to know something about it. That would, in other words, you have something unique to offer. Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I will say, I don't know how many have come here, how many have been thugs, and how many have been real actually, but most of them have been thugs only. Because what they offer you, I don't know. I have had people from other gurus, all kinds of gurus, you see, and there are one or two sitting here, all of them have been to someone or something like that. Now, as I told you, the uniqueness of Sahaja Yoga is this. Sahaja means, Saha means with, and Ja is born with you, is your own, within you. Now, the uniqueness about it is this, that it is what you are seeking. That's what you are going to get, is your spirit, is that you become that. It's the uniqueness. It's not that I can say that there is a course of 10 days, you go through the course, or you pay for, say, a jumping course or a so-called flying course or something like that. It is what you are, you become that. The uniqueness of it is that it's a happening which is living happening. You see, we don't do anything living work. You know, what we do is a dead work. Like a tree died, we make chairs. We think we have achieved a lot. You see, this hall is all built of dead things, isn't it? We have just changed the form. And these forms actually try to dominate us. This chair becomes a sort of a obsession for us because we can't sit on the ground. We have to use a chair like that. Now, anything that we do is all dead. Supposing somebody has to jump. Anybody can jump. What is there to be jumping? People pay money to jump. Can you imagine? To take out clothes, people pay money. How can that be? What is so great about it? We must understand, what do we become? What powers do we become? You see, there's a guru, he says, all right, I'll give you some knowledge. Now, what knowledge has he got? One gentleman came, he said, I've already got knowledge. I said, what knowledge do you have? For example, now, Warren can tell you, where is your chakra catching? Where is your kundalini? Where it is obstructed? How to raise it? How to bring it up? How to take it out? Then he can cure patients. He must have cured, I don't know how many. You all can cure patients, and knowingly what is it, what chakra is the catching, what is happening, what is the mental process, everything you know in your awareness. You become a different person. It's a transformation that takes place in you. You become master of yourself. To explain, I will tell you, very simple, and an analogy might tell you. In a, say you are traveling by, you are trying to learn how to drive. Now you have got an accelerator and you have got a brake. You are working it out. You see, one, another. We have two channels within us, which I'll show tomorrow to you, which are there for one for our desire, one for our action. So we start working both of these and start managing. We go to extremes this way, that way, and make all kinds of mistakes, whatever it is, but we try to balance ourselves. When do we learn the car driving? When we learn it. Once you have done that, then the master is sitting at the back. And once he sees you have balanced it, he gives you your place. You become the master of your vehicle. This is what it has to happen. The breakthrough has to take place. It's not just a make believe that, oh, we have become like this. I mean, there are mad people who believe they are self-realized. There are many like that. You see, they believe that they are not. Because they should be able to tell, they should become collectively conscious, they should be able to tell, where is the kundalini? Where is the problem now? For example, you are sitting, all right? Now you do not know about the next gentleman sitting next to you. Where is the problem? Where is his kundalini? You cannot give him realization. But the people who are realized souls, even small children can do it. Very small children. They will immediately say, this is the center catch, you on the finger. Little children will show the same finger. For example, if you have a problem, say, on this center, all right? All the children, you put some sort of a thing to close their eyes and ask them, which center is catching? They'll all say this. All of them will say the same. And they also know how to correct it. Little children know how to correct it. They are born realized, and born realized children are dynamic. And they know so many born realized children are being born these days. How will you know whether they are born realized or not? You do not know also who is a fake guru, who is a real guru. You don't know anything. There's no discrimination power. But if you want to know also about that, you can just put the hands towards them and you can find out. Your vibrations will vanish completely. You'll have heat coming from horrible gurus. If you see any horrible guru, you will find it's a very bad vibrations coming in there, all burning, and some of them just stop vibration. You just don't get any vibrations from them. You can make it out from everyone what sort of a person he is. For example, in absolute question, there are atheists who don't believe in God. All right. Now, when they get realization, they can ask a question, is there God? Tremendous vibration. To find out relatively, we can say, put three people, one from a guru who is horrid, one from lunatic asylum, and one who is a realized soul, according to us, all right? Now you put them together. You will find the one who is from a guru, maybe feeling hot, very hot, or may not get realization at all, maybe frozen, anything. The one who from lunatic asylum may feel also hot, horrible, but he may get well, he may get realization. And the third person, who is the one who is a realized soul, will get only coolness. We have cured many people who are mentally like that. Many are being cured, and you can cure also. It is you become that, is the point. You become that. It's your right. You have been seeking all your life. Actually, it is impossible to believe that there could be someone who does it just for love's sake. We can't believe such a person. But it is so incredible for people. They just can't believe it. It's an impossibility for them to believe that there is a person who just loves you. You just can't believe it. Because it's so money-oriented. The whole thing is so money-oriented that we can't believe it. Even our parents, we think they love us for money. I mean, it has gone to that limit of absurdity. But God is love, and love is there. And in His love, He wants to do it. It has to happen. Any other question?
I'm not clear about, you said there were going to be more lectures, and all I know about is the notice that was in the Village Voice, and you were going to be at 5 different places this week in New York. Are those going to be the different meetings?
I didn't know.
I'll make an announcement about that later. I'll give you where it's going to be. In fact, the meetings are going to be... Could I just have the sheet?
You see, we have lots of, all of us have got it, and we'll give you all that to you. And you come along to those lectures, and you helped us to bring, you see, actually we do not know how to meet the seekers. That's the main point with us. And we don't need anything else, like the lady offered me also. We don't need anything. We don't need any money. We have everything. We have no problem. No money, nothing. We have got places to live in, and we have no problem of any kind. What we want is to, we have also got halls and everything, and we don't need anything. But what we want, that we want seekers to come down, and you have to suggest to us how to get them. That's all. Now this is there any change in this one?
No, this is it. So it's at the Hyatt Hotel, and we'll give you each a copy of the sheet.
Yes.
I think
Have you
that's
got the
simple
sheet?
way.
Have you brought it? You didn't bring the sheets with you.
Yes, we've got enough
All
for
right.
everyone, and
So we'll give you all that. All right?
that's the best way.
I have another question. It's a question I feel a little bit uncomfortable about asking, because I'm not asking you to judge anyone, or perhaps you wouldn't want to comment on this. But
No, I have to. I'm sorry, I have to. You see, it's very good of you to say that I should not make comment, but I have to. I'm sorry. Because, you see, I can't bear to see the way their kundalinis have fallen down. The comment has to be, you see, when Christ was criticizing them, they said the same thing to him. Why should you criticize them? They don't criticize you. So he said the Satanic is not going to speak against Satanic. That's what it is. You do not know how serious it is. When you will know, you will be amazed. You do not know how serious it is. And that's why you are saying that. Once you will find out why I'm saying it. You see, it is not easy to say anything against these people. It's not easy. But none of them, I have said about them, each one of them, about 10 years back, openly, about each one of them who they are. Nobody has ever tried to even bring any suit or any lawsuit against me. And whatever is wrong, I have to say that I'm sorry, my child. You see, this is not a thing where you can allow satanic things to happen. We have to discriminate. You will know yourself. You cannot love a snake like that. You must know snake is a snake and a human being is a human being. Everybody has his own values. You see, here I'm not going to be angry with you for that. But definitely I'm angry with them, all of them. Definitely. You just wait and see. You yourself will be so angry. I'll show you a girl who came from, say, one of these things. She was epileptic. Her daughter was epileptic. Her husband was epileptic. She was a granddaughter of a duke. She had lost all her money. They had sold their house. They were on the streets. Absolutely. And she is a seeker. If you are a mother, what would you say to that? You'll say they're very nice people. You will go and garland them. Not one, but I'll show you thousands of them. Here we have cases who have come. She's yesterday sitting here. You just ask her how much she was harmed. How much she was harmed. She would have been dead. Do you think I should say they are nice people? Apart from anything, they spoil your chances of realization. I'm not here for votes or anything. Why should I try to please them? I have to tell the truth. If you don't mind, I have to tell them.
Well then, I'd just like to ask you, what about people that are doing chakra therapy and they charge very high prices? I mean, maybe they're not high prices, and they help people, and yet people don't have that kind of money. And I would like to ask you what you think of people that do chakra therapy and charge fees.
What sort of therapy?
Chakra therapy.
Oh, people who do chakra therapy and charge high prices. What do you think of those people?
I don't know what sort of it's all make-beliefs. How can you have any chakra therapy without realization? It's all make-believe. If you believe all this nonsensical people, what am I to do now? Why do you believe them? You see, chakra therapy, I don't know. An ordinary Indian can understand. Only a saint can do it. She has to be a saint. How can you charge money? A saint will not take a pie from you. You see, it's a simple thing. Try to understand.
See, I always thought that.
This is American chakra therapy. Is a new thing I've heard, and this is the first thing. This is a new one added to my knowledge.
I think you will understand if I don't want in public to mention this person's name.
It doesn't matter.
You may know who he is.
No, makes no difference.
But
You see, it's a general
I
thing.
have been going to this person, and the
Coca-Cola.
thing is that, he did help me. He told me you have, your block is in the heart chakra and so forth. And the thing is that I started, even though I was helped, I was a cloistered nun for 10 years, and I was trying to, go on with that, and I never found anybody, and then I found this man, but I started getting bad vibes all about paying him this money. And I was just sort of wondering about it.
I'll tell you that. What is it? You see, you might get a temporary help, no doubt about it.
I beg your
Now,
pardon?
you can get a temporary help. You see, now you are bringing me into controversy, so I have to tell you about it. But you don't mind it. What happens within us, we have some stored energies in the chakras, all right? And like acupuncture is not to be done by a person who is not a realized soul. It's to be done only by realized souls. If acupuncture is done by somebody who is not a realized soul, it's against Zen. It's against Zen. You have to be a Kashyapa. People don't read about it. Kashyapa means a realized soul. If you are not a realized soul, you are not supposed to do. Now, this one also, chakra therapy, what you can do is to work on the sympathetic nervous system. On the sympathetic nervous system, you can pull out the little energy that you have, but you develop other problems with it. Sahaja Yoga is a thing by which you get open to the all-pervading power, all the time flowing with you. You have to open to yourself, to that universal being within your heart, which is the spirit. You don't have to there's an energy here, an energy there, an energy there. You don't have to take that energy out, but the energy from the above comes in like grace, it flows. And that's how always such things can lead into terrible problems, mental problems, all kinds of things. Supposing you try to treat somebody mentally, then you extract the physical energy, then the person will suffer physically. You see, there's a stored energy for a particular chakra, which I will explain to you everything, all right? And you cannot charge for raising your kundalini because you have your kundalini intact there. You are just there. You have everything. Only thing, by being here, your kundalini rises by itself, so you cannot pay. Do you pay the Mother Earth for sprouting a seed? They do help temporarily. They do. For example, somebody gives you a mantra. All right, take a mantra state, I'll tell you. Say, they say Rama's mantra. Now, there cannot be one mantra given to anyone in any science of mantras. Because you people are so naive, you see. They give, all right, take the name of Rama. This cannot be done. Rama mantra is only on the right heart chakras if you have a problem, to be given by a realized soul, because it has to be a connected one. It has a science, you know. All of them know what mantras to be said at what point, because they know how to raise the kundalini, they know where it is obstructed and what mantra to be said, which date it is to be awakened. What is the mantra for which particular chakra? They know all that. And they know all these methods, but while they may give you a mantra. Now you may feel better. Really, sometimes you may feel dynamic. You feel, oh, I'm very activated, I'm overactive in this. A spirit with that name may be around, which may come round, and you may become possessed, and you might become extremely active, you see. But then you'll go down. Within 5 years, there will be a complete decline. You'll be a recluse, you'll be a frightened person, you'll be a coward, you won't be able to even... There are people I've known who cannot even face what you call that garlic. Can you imagine, afraid of a vegetable? Really, there are people who, if you show them garlic, they get frightened. I mean, are you going to become like that? Is that freedom?
When people talk about kundalini, they say it goes from the sacrum up to the spine, out the head, and then down again. And with me, whatever happened, because I didn't study kundalini or whatever, I just would meditate. Something came from up here and moved down. And over a period of like months, and in fact, it's been 2 years now, I'd feel something up in my head, like here and then here and here, then here, and then down here and here, and then it hasn't gone any further than that. Well, this sort of...
You see, if you try your own self, you see, trying with the kundalini, actually sympathetic goes into activity. You have no right on the parasympathetic. Parasympathetic is the one which balances, and that is the central path of Sushumna, through which the kundalini has to rise. But if you try anything, what you do is always you can use sympathetic. I'll give you an example. Supposing you are running fast, all right? Then you can raise the rate of your heart. But you cannot slow it down. It slows down by itself. That is parasympathetic activity. So you just get into sympathetic activity. And by sympathetic activity, if you overdo it, then all these symptoms happen. And it's not helpful. On the contrary, chakras go into quite, like this is the left and the right, sympathetic, and these are the centers. They get pulled down like this. And if they are pulled like this, then you are harmed. So it is not an experience of kundalini, but is of the sympathetic.
This isn't anything I was looking for or asking for. I didn't even know anything about. I didn't even know what chakras were. But from just sitting still, I would feel these things happen. But I guess they're the chakras because they're in the same places. But how come it went down instead of coming up?
No, it doesn't go down. Kundalini never goes down. It goes upward, always. The thing that comes down is the grace, you see. The grace comes down, not the kundalini. Kundalini always goes upwards. And the grace comes on your sympathetic, which cools you down completely. You become absolutely relaxed with the grace. But the kundalini itself always goes upward. It never comes down. But in people, it so happens that kundalini goes through this central path. Now, if it is sort of very much rugged, or if it is extremely smooth due to the mistakes of the seekers, then it falls down. It falls down is a different point than going like that. It falls down. then you have to raise it again and tie it up. Again raise it and tie it up. In many people it has to be done, but it can work out. You will get the complete knowledge, don't you worry. Now he has been, as he said, 18 months, but he's a master of Kundalini. He can raise your Kundalini and you are just like him, you will become the same. There's no problem at all. It will work out.
How did you get your realization?
I was born like this. I'm like this for ages, ancient. I'm a mystery, I should say, in the beginning. We should keep it as a mystery. Then you'll discover me, all right? Let's have it that way. First you discover yourself and then discover me. Will be better idea, isn't it? Because I don't want to say something which will unnecessarily makes, people upset. Best is you become something.
You said truly we are realized Guru has a cool air,
Yeah.
not hot one.
No, hot is very dangerous.
But
Those who give hot,
very cool one is also dangerous.
not
Cool one
very
is
cool,
dead.
but you don't get air. You might feel extremely cool if you are a low blood pressure patient, if you are left-sided, if you are possessed, you feel absolutely cool,
Chill.
very cool. That's not good. Feeling cool is different from a cool breeze, like, you see, you feel a breeze coming in. But should not be hot in any case. Hot is a very dangerous thing. If it is too hot, that means it's not good.
How did you get the hot air?
Huh?
Why you get a lot of hot air?
It's a friction. It's the friction with the divine. You see, when the Kundalini is rising, she should normally give you cool breeze in the hands. When she rises, yes. But when there's a friction, always friction makes it hot, you see. But it cools down. There's no problem. In the beginning, most of you will get hot, little bit. Because after all, you see, we are all very complicated people. Our brains, especially our modern brains, you see. So we have been thinking. Just we cannot stop our thinking for a minute even. But the first thing that will happen to you, that you enter into thoughtless awareness. That's called as nirvichar samadhi in Sanskrit. Means you are aware, absolutely aware, but there's no thought. The thoughts, that's the awakening of Christ. First, that thing should happen to you. Once that happens, then it passes through here, and you can feel the cool breeze. Many people who smoke cannot feel it in the hands in the beginning because of this chakra being a little bit in trouble. But then you start feeling. Masha, you feel quite all right in the hand. She used to smoke. She's a great seeker, I must say. All right? Should we have it now? What about you people? Come forward. It will be better for me, all right? Just come. Will be better here.
Just come down. Just so that you can hear more what she says. You two fellas? Yeah.
Will be good. They look nice.
Can you let them sit there?
Yes, yes. They are good people. Just come.
The
It
other?
doesn't give any trouble, doesn't give any problems, nothing. You don't forget all that what you have read about Kundalini. Nothing. She's your mother. She's your holy mother. And she's your individual mother. But she's love. So how can she trouble you? She's the one who gives you realization. All these are absurd ideas. And people who are unauthorized have written about it. It's nothing of the kind. No. I think we should go. Yes.
I would like to ask for, now we're going to receive this procedure or process for our raising our Kundalini. Is that going to be over a several day period that's going to take place?
Well,
He's asking that if we're going to receive the Kundalini awakening, is it going to be a process over several days?
no, it's a split of a second. Actually, it is split of a second. But it takes time in some people, as I said, because if there are obstructions, you see now if you have a beautiful runaway and a beautiful aircraft, then the landing and takeoff is very smooth. But sometimes it is a second-hand stuff.
So
Then,
in other words, it may come tomorrow during some people may receive it tomorrow, is that correct?
No, it's highly likely you'll get it tonight, unless there's
Yes, of
any
course, just now.
obstruction.
Oh, I thought you were
Just now. Go down. But you have to learn how to maintain it is the point. Just now, you're going to have. Just now, you're going to have.
It's spontaneous. It happens spontaneously.
It's spontaneous. It is just now. But only thing is that you should know how to maintain it. Now supposing you get it and then outside you go start thinking about it, then it goes down. The vibrations will be lost. You have to be careful. It's like a seed sprouting, it's a seed sprouting. It's a seedling in the beginning. So you have to be careful. About 7 days if you are careful, it is settled down. 7 days you have to be a little careful with it, which will tell you how to be careful.
Well,
We'll
the,
manage.
the reason I ask is because once we receive it, then we will become messengers. We will then.
Yes, of course.
That's why I wonder
Next time I'm not going to import people from Australia and from England.
You've got to do it.
You have got to have the Americans here to do this job, isn't it? We are not going to import them from all over the places. And two are coming from Switzerland. So that's not a very good sign, I think. Americans should go abroad and do it. They go to India in the Indian villages and they do it there in the Indian villages.
When you get it, you'll be able to give it to others.
Thank you very much.
Very simple. All right? What is it you are asking?
I was curious about what kinds of things help to maintain it. Because Hugo came the other day and I saw the tape from Hong Kong. And it was not in a very good place, I think, because a lot of people it wasn't very peaceful. But later I had a headache. I was here the whole day.
No, you have to know, because I tell you what's the problem with you is you have a liver problem. You have a liver problem, and that is showing. You see, this is the beauty of Sahaja Yoga. Once you get realization, you start seeing your body, feeling it. Wherever you have problem, you know. You have a liver problem and it has to be corrected. I know you have a liver problem, sitting down here. And it's very simple. In Sahaja Yoga, you can correct your liver in no time. Once you correct your liver, you will have never a headache. But it suggests that you have that. And you better get rid of it. You see, it's good that you had a headache, now you'll get after your liver. Otherwise, still it becomes horribly bad and you'll be continuing. A person becomes mad, still he doesn't know that he's gone mad. It's like that. The disease crawls into you. But in Sahaja Yoga, immediately you know. And you are a liver patient, you know that. It has to be corrected. And it's not difficult. Most of the diseases can be cured, except for few, like I should say, cataract and something like that. You see, where something is dead, or they put these days, you see, an artificial limb and all that, so we can't work out on these things. But most of the things get cured, automatic. Here they say if you cure somebody, you will be put in the prison, but I don't cure, you just get cured, you see. So I hope legally I'm all right, otherwise Christ would have been in jail here. I don't know about the laws, but this time I'm sure they cannot crucify me. It's all right. Let's work it out. Let's put your hands. Both the feet on the
जय श्री माता जी। श्री माता जी, आपने हमें अपना प्रेम प्रदान किया, आपको धन्यवाद माँ। श्री माता जी, thanks for showering your divine love upon us. जय श्री माता जी। हम सभी श्री माता जी को वंदन करके सामूहिकता में बंधन लेंगे। We will all bow down to Shri Mataji and take bandhan collectively.